Julie.
Welcome into Gut Talk.
Thanks for welcoming me into my own podcast. Maybe welcome the girlies listening to us.
No,
right
you know
now.
what I realize is when we do guests, we have these like super energetic, like, welcome to Gut
Right.
Talk. But when it's just you and I, we don't do that.
No, because we live together and we do everything together. So it's like...
I was thinking we need to have maybe like a no talking rule before our podcast.
That's so true. Well, we kind of did. It's the morning, so...
No, I'm saying like 24 hours before, just like we can't speak.
That's fine. I know. I think about other people. I was actually low-key watching Kim K on Chloe, and I felt like they were talking like they didn't know what each... Like, I think they're close, but they don't live with each other, and they don't know every single detail, I think, happening in each other's lives. So it kind of sounded like Kim was updating Chloe on her life in certain ways. Like, Chloe didn't know some of those things. And I was like, what are we going to tell each other that's new? Unless we have some new profound thought that we haven't told each other. So...
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I know with Giggly Squad, I think that they purposefully kind of don't
chat for a little bit, and then they recap on the pod.
But maybe that's all play. I'm not sure.
It could be.
Either way, I have nothing new to say to you.
Yeah, me neither. But to the girlies, we have a fun episode planned. We haven't done one of these in, honestly, months because we've been so guest heavy, which...
I miss them.
Yeah, Jill really loves the one. I mean, I do too. I love having guests on. I think it brings such new perspective and new ideas, and we always want to be helpful, but also entertaining to you guys. And I feel like bringing on people with new ideas is always fun. But
I think we go in waves of like
this is our roots.
We keep people really tuned in, and then we ghost them, and not on purpose. But we're trying to do a better job of keeping you guys a little bit more clued in on our lives.
Yeah,
because when we're guest heavy, it's like they don't know.
They just don't know.
So, update, Jenna and I are still living together.
Yeah.
We also still do everything together. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do think about getting other friends, but then I don't.
We have friends, and we have friends together. We just hosted a book club that was 10 girls.
You have one friend that I'm not friends with.
Who?
Kat.
Oh,
and I love Kat.
Yeah.
But, like, I respect that she's your
friend.
Yeah,
don't get near her.
I do think that that's an important thing for close groups of friends or sisters or whatever, different dynamics, is having your own people. Like, I think Kat is so cute and so fun. And, like, my first instinct is wanting to be her friend. Mm-hmm. But I think that the space is very necessary.
I do, but... What I do feel is that we have our different lives outside of our friend group here. Mm-hmm. Like, we both have completely different friends from growing up, high school, right, college, etc., which feels good. And then here we're just joined. And you know what? That's the way it's going to be until we find men and have kids and have husbands. That's finding men. And living our own separate lives and then coming together when we want to come together. And that's just the way it is.
You think that our lives are going to become really separate?
I mean, this is always the scare. It's not that. I just know inevitably, especially if we're not going to be next door neighbors, like, I mean, perhaps we will, but you just don't know. It's hard to tell. And
do you think that's why we're single? Do you think we're blocking each other?
It's a good question.
I think about that sometimes.
Probably. I think you, Nada, and me are probably blocking each other in one way or another.
Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, statistically speaking, one of us should have a boyfriend.
Statistically speaking, absolutely. But this is what I sit here and I think that we are meant to have this time right now. We talked about this on our episode with her. Mm-hmm. I genuinely believe that we are supposed to have this time to ourselves, building Gut Talk, not as a hardworking dentist. We are a little clan that are together. Nada was over when you were on your date last night. Nada was over with me giggling around. Like, yeah. I will cherish those moments forever. And frankly, I don't want them to leave just yet.
Fair enough.
And that's how I feel. And I don't care that I'm about to turn 29. I don't care that you're 31. Like, that's just an age. And yes, you have to have kids within a certain range, but to think that you can't do those things at this age is silly. I think you should. I think more people should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends who are moms, and we have moms listening to this, and I think everyone has their own path, but for us, our path right now is to live out some of our life right now single.
I was actually talking about this on my date last night. One of my favorite things to do, I've been in my dating era, my first date era, because Lord knows I haven't been going on any second dates.
Not first date era.
Yeah, hopefully that comes to an end one of these days because it is a little exhausting. I post on Instagram and honestly I made a TikTok, but I feel like it was kind of bad and probably won't post it. Aww. I tried really hard though.
You are always trying hard.
Anyway, I post on Instagram that I romanticize my first dates because if I don't, I'll cry. And that's truly how I feel. Like I'm just going to have fun myself. I think we've talked about this before with our friends, maybe not on the pod, but you can never have a bad date if you're fun.
So true.
Like I've had some really bad attendees of my dates.
And that's their problem.
And that's
it's not you.
Problem because I'm having fun.
And that's all that really matters is putting yourself out there, having fun, having fun with it.
Right.
With the whole concept of it. I don't find it fun like you do.
I know.
If I have a good date, which I had a good date over Thanksgiving, then I'm like, oh, okay, she's back in it. But then, like, I hate everything else that comes with it. I just want my man to find me, to sweep me off of my feet, and to just, and you know what? Everyone's like, doubts me. That's what happened with my last boyfriend. So why not happen again?
I wish I could be as delusional as...
Delusional? It's not delusion. I just know it's going to work out for me. And maybe that is delusion. But if that's the case, let me be delusional. It's going to. It's inevitable. I know my person's going to find me, and in whatever capacity that is. And it's not going to be, for me, going on a bunch of first dates. That's just not how I roll.
You know, my psyche behind my first dates is I feel like if I really want something and I'm doing nothing to try to get there, then I can't complain about it. And therefore, that's why I go on first dates. Like I'm trying to tell the universe, God, whatever you believe in, hey, I'm available and I'm looking and I'm trying.
I love that. And that, I mean, that truly is how it's supposed to work, right? Yeah. You have to put intention out there and you got to put the work in.
No, for sure. And that's me putting the work in. So anyway, I went on my date last night and I love to just say something a little wild because I just want to see how they react. And we were talking and I don't remember how we got into it, but I basically was saying, I was like, how insane is it that we were talking about our workout schedule? And I was explaining my supercharging my mornings that we'll talk about in a bit. But I was like, how crazy is it that I'm going to get into the best shape of my life only to have to get fat?
Do you think you're going to be a load when you're pregnant?
Alone?
A load. Like, do you think because we're curvy girls, like,
Jenna,
we are going to, you know how like the Kim K where her ass was huge and her belly was also huge? I mean, Kim K's ass is fake, but like that's going to be us.
Jenna, a load? I'd rather call myself fat, first of all. Second of all, yes.
Okay.
No one's going to be like, oh, you're glowing. They're going to be like, how many more weeks left? Anyway, so I was just messing around with him last night. And I was like, isn't it so crazy that one day women like won't even have their own kids? He's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I feel like surrogacy and like there are going to be other scientific ways to like have kids other than like carrying them yourself. And he looks at me and he goes, oh God, are you one of those like conspiracy theorists? And I was like, no, I'm just fucking with you. And he literally was like so thrown off.
I don't even think that's a conspiracy theory though. I just think that is going to be science in the future.
Yeah, but he took it well. I always just like to say one jarring thing because if a guy gets too like bent out of shape, I'm like, oh.
You're like, bro, you can't take a joke.
You can't take a joke or like you can't like roll with the punches or like you're really sensitive and I don't
have to test them.
Right. So I like to poke and prod a little early on just to see how flexible they are.
I understand.
He passed that test.
Okay.
Good for him.
And so you told him about your supercharging your mornings, which we need to chat about how those are going for you. Be honest. We've now been 2 weeks since we made our New Year, New You episode. And that was a big priority for you. So tell us, how are your supercharged mornings going?
If I don't wake up early on a weekday, I get really anxious because all of a sudden I think about all of the things I have to do. I feel immediately behind on the day. I then become in a bad mood and my day starts to spin down before it ever really gets started. When I wake up early, I feel like I'm beating everyone. I feel like I'm winning the day. My adrenaline kicks in. My endorphins from my workout kick in. And my mood is drastically different in a positive way. So I've come up with my own idea called supercharging my mornings. And the idea is if I could wake up in the 5 o'clock hour, probably 5:30, get my workout done by 6:30-ish, come home, do a chore or like an errand of sorts that I need to do. Making my bed doesn't count, but maybe it's like putting away the laundry. Maybe it's throwing in a new set of laundry, whatever it may be. Then I get to go on a walk. I get my sunshine. I get my time with my lovely dog, Duke. And then I come in, I make my breakfast, and then I get to work. And I am still at my desk earlier. Obviously, I work from home. At my desk earlier than I would be if I woke up late.
So type A Capricorn of you.
But you know what? I haven't been able to be consistent with it.
Oh, she hasn't. It's literally, I wake up every morning and I'm like, did Jill or did Jill not supercharge her mornings? Today, Jill did not supercharge her morning.
Why? Because I had drinks last night.
Understood.
And I stayed out until 11. And the only way to make anxiety for me in the morning worse is to wake up late and not get enough sleep. So I got 7.5 hours.
That's good. And we respect the being kind to yourself and not being so.
No, not me. I had a stern talking to with myself about how next week is going to be different. 5 days in a row, I'm going to supercharge my morning.
I love that.
I just, it's really hard to do everything you want at the same time, and you have to give and take a little bit. But best believe tomorrow morning I'll be back on my supercharge.
And congratulations. Oh, I want to join one. That's a big thing in my mind is I want to try one and see because
I think I'm on to something.
I'm an afternoon worker outer, but and I'm a morning walker. Oh, I don't know.
Exactly.
But I don't know if I'm an early worker outer because I don't feel like I have the energy.
You don't know that? How about this? Next week, you join me for supercharging all 5 days. You can't only do one day.
No, give me 2.
Why?
Because I got to wean into it.
No.
That's how my personality is.
No.
Type B Pisces.
No.
You're a type A Capricorn.
I don't even know what a type B Pisces means, but
I don't either. I just made it up. Wait, okay.
Do a week. Do a week.
Okay. We'll try.
It'll be a fun
I'll try
experiment.
a couple days.
5.
Just let me get out there at least. Let me go on Monday and Tuesday and see how I do.
The other thing about Jenna, this is such a different type A to type B situation here, but we have this workout plan that we're following, right? Zach gave it to us. Zach's our trainer. He lives in LA. He's amazing. I follow our workout plan to the literal letter on the line. Jenna is like, what's this again? I'm like, girly, we've been doing this plan for 6 weeks. What do you mean?
Yeah,
what's this again?
that's so type B of me.
It is really type B of you, but
or it's lazier. I don't even know what it is. No, because I show up. It's like, I missed Tuesday because I did something, and now Wednesday I need to, I don't know, chill a little bit. I didn't like how you just
Well, because I have this fear that I start to slouch
do.
down during
Both
the
of us.
podcast, and then I go to clip our podcast,
and you're like, what the hell am I doing?
and I'm like, I need to see a plastic surgeon. Which is actually, can we move on from supercharging?
No, because I just would like to say one more thing, and that is we're following the Chinese calendar now. So Jill and I 2 weeks ago made the episode of New Year, New You. I mean, that's not what we called it, but pretty much that was the theme. Really good ideas. I love that. I've utilized some of them. February 17th is when I'm really going to attack. And let me just give it to you real quick. So I was getting my acupuncture done with our acupuncturist, 5 Element Austin, Lindsay. We love her. We're close with her. And I was telling her I didn't feel so connected to New Year, New You right now. It's the dead of winter. I'm still trying to figure out my life and what I want. Not my life, that's so drama, but figure out what I want to do this year, what I want to accomplish. And she said, you need to follow the Chinese calendar, Jenna, because we are still in the year of the snake, meaning we should still be shedding layers. That is the Chinese calendar. February 17th is the Chinese New Year.
Do we have a Chinese New Year party?
I think we should. Okay. And that's the year of the horse. That is when we get the motivation, we get the drive, we start attacking things. The year of the horse. Picture a horse sprinting, let's go. So right now we should be shedding layers of ourselves still. And mind you, luckily we live in Austin where most days are warm, even though we have a freeze coming. All the girlies who are living in freezing cold places right now aren't necessarily the most motivated people right now. Why is New Year, New You in the dead of winter? That's what I want to know. So February 17th, the year of the horse. It's going to be a good freaking time. I've been making a couple videos. I'm posting one today on TikTok about what we should be doing, how we can shed, and that's kind of what I'm going to start following. So
that's why we love you, is because
Yeah.
you're always just, you're like a micro woo-woo.
yeah,
You're not like so woo-woo that you're not relatable, but you're always just, you have one toe in always
always.
into the woo-woo world.
I do.
Yeah, maybe a foot.
One foot in. Okay, so what were you saying? Oh, Mava and aesthetics.
No, I was saying that sometimes when I edit our podcast clips,
You need to see a plastic surgeon.
I want to see a plastic surgeon. And I will say on that note, it's so funny because what I've noticed on social media as of late is there's tons of micro influencers, which I love, like poster content. You have a passion, do it. You never know, right?
Totally.
We were posting about eggs, the right type of eggs to eat. And next thing you know, here we are in a podcast studio. But I'm so interested to see how the micro influencer trend continues. Like, do people continue to jump on and post content? Because I think at first, a lot of times it's fun. It's exciting. It's exciting seeing the views. But I do think that there are a lot of negative aspects of posting yourself all the time. And Jenna, for a while, has been the predominant poster when it comes to our socials. But this year, I've taken a huge step in, and I'm creating a lot more content. And it is so hard to see yourself all the time. We are not meant to see each other from every angle. And I was editing our podcast clips to post from one of our previous episodes, and I feel like I have pretty good self-esteem. It was literally in the trash can. And I'm like, I don't look like that when I see myself in the mirror, so who's right? Is it just the camera and the lighting and my inability to do makeup the right way? Or do my eyes deceive me when I'm in the mirror? Like, it's so crazy. But I say all that to say that I'm really interested just to see, because I feel like it's really easy to start a podcast. It's really easy to start a TikTok. It's really hard to keep it going. And I hope for the girlies out there that they're able to kind of get through some of the struggles that I've seen us go through, because it's a weird brain thing.
I think because technically speaking, we're not supposed to all be posting ourselves and taking all these photos. I mean, think about our ancestors. None of them they would maybe catch a glimpse in the mirror or like the reflection in the window.
I think about
or in the pond, a reflection in the pond.
Imagine if Papa Rudy and Papa Al, pre-Papa Al's dementia, walked into a room and saw a bunch of girls in matching pink workout sets with patches under their eyes, with fake tan baking.
They would croak.
Papa would literally
they would croak on the spot.
Papa Al would be like, "Excuse me, you have something under your eye." Like,
exactly.
The things that are normal today, I just always think about things of like through the lens of our grandparents, and I crack up.
It's like, it's like, what is the thing they say? They didn't go to war for that,
right.
Like
when we were little, all Jenna and I wanted were the shorts that you could roll, and they had the white band, and they had Sophie's, but we wanted the ones that had a word across the butt.
Yeah.
Like star or cheer.
Right.
Happy. Our dad was like, over my dead body, are you, my 11-year-old daughter, going to be drawing attention to your butt? And I just feel like trends like that have continued today in different ways.
In different forms. Yeah, the girls wearing the eye patches are the same ones who are wearing cheer on their butts.
And you know what? Good for them. I love that.
And listen, we wear the matching sets. We do, oh my gosh, the matching set trend that's going on TikTok with those girls in the Pilates studio is hilarious. There's like this one guy
who
joins, and it's just this whole thing. You guys have to go look. Anyway, where were we going with that? Oh, okay. We went to Mava Aesthetics the other day.
So I was saying that when I look at all of that stuff, I like start to pick myself apart. And we had Adriana on our podcast probably a month and a half ago. She's the owner of Mava Aesthetics, which is a boutique aesthetic practice. What do you call it?
Spa.
Yeah. In Austin.
Med spa.
And what I really love about her is she started as a nurse. And actually, Drew, who is the one that does stuff for us, she was in urogynecology prior to.
She's a PA.
And so they take a very different approach. Adriana actually went and studied around the country for some of the best aesthetic injectors before opening up her own practice. Adriana believes that filler in your lips should not migrate if done properly, which I think is fascinating because I've only known that filler migrates. But she has a lot of hot takes and just thinks that, it's a money-grabbing business and they're very conservative with what they do. And we went in there, and my personal goal is to do everything I can to not feel like I need filler and Botox. And so we did the BBL, and then I did what's called a Moxie, which I don't think you can tell.
No.
But my skin feels the texture of sandpaper right now. But there are lasers that are to help with your overall skin tone and texture. This is my second BBL, my first Moxie. They do progress pictures. There is so much progress.
Already. It's crazy.
The progress made from my first BBL to my second is significantly different. And this time the Moxie is even more intense. So I'm very excited to see how the texture of my skin is different, I guess. But I am so inspired by Kristen Cavallari. She is my Botox filler-free queen. She's in her, I think
she doesn't have any?
She has nothing. And you know what? She just posted actually this week a post about her skin because she said it's her most asked question. She does none of that stuff, but she does a lot of PRP. She does microneedling every 6 weeks. She does, I think, a lot of gua sha and lymph stuff. She said, I'd rather work my muscles on my face out than freeze them. Now, maybe it's natural. Maybe I don't know what her parents look like, so I can't say whether it's God's gift or if she has just really mastered the right skin treatments for herself. But I will say that I've been so anti things just because I think it's sad that we feel the need to keep up. And I have to say my mindset's shifting just a little bit. I want to still look like myself. I don't want to enhance. I just want to essentially preserve. So my goal is to do these lasers, but I am debating getting just the tiniest bit of filler in my upper lip. I do not want to look like my lips are bigger, but my lower lip is bigger than my upper lip, and I'd love for them to just be a little bit more symmetrical. And I'm fine admitting that if we didn't do this podcast and I didn't post on social media, I would never do it. But it's hard to look at yourself every day. And this is not poor me, oh, I'm so sad, I'm an influencer. No, just the reality. We do this for a living. We love what we do. But I might do a little lip.
I don't have a problem with that at all. We had almost an entire episode about this, about how everyone's getting work done.
It's hard to keep up is the problem.
It's one, hard to keep up. It's two, it's the overdoing of it. I think a lot of girls look amazing when they, enhance a little bit or get their boobs done or facial balance or put a little something in their lips. Girls, I was born with naturally plumper lips. If I didn't have any and I wanted to change that, mind you, you don't have to change it. We have a ton of people in our life. Our mom, thin lips, never got them done.
Beautiful.
Looks beautiful, queen. But my point is I don't know what it's like to live with tiny little lips, right? Mine are larger. I've never gotten mine done. I never will.
Right.
I mean, mine aren't massive, but I overline them and they look like they're done.
How did you get sculpted arms and bigger lips?
Blessed. #, blessed.
We have the same parents.
No, I think think about it. Doesn't matter. You can get different qualities.
Anyway,
it's just,
so
Jill got that done. I got Sculptra done, and I got
Can you explain
BBL.
what Sculptra is?
Sculptra is basically, you get a little bit of an injection in whatever area you want, and it basically has, over a period of 3 to 6 months, requires your body in that spot or your face in that spot to produce more collagen. So essentially plumping itself. And my right side of the face was more plump than the left side of my face.
And how did you notice that?
And I noticed it from, of course, looking at the camera, but I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I literally, it's like, it doesn't bog me down. It's just like, oh, let me get a little something. So I'm trying the less like invasive. It is still an injection part of it. It's not filler. It doesn't just sit there forever. It really just requires the body to produce more collagen, so it's safer. And yeah, so I'm happy with doing that. And then I got the BBL, and my skin's still breaking out. So I think it's one of those things where I'll be able to see more results as kind of those acne spots go away. But again, we looked at it, my skin on the screen too, and there was progress. So we, like Jill and I, both highly recommend BBL. I know people love microneedling. I think that's going to be my journey after BBL laser. Again, these are just preventative things. They're not harmful. And then Jill will give you guys the verdict at a different time of how her Moxie results go. But I mean, we can do, you're documenting it, right?
Yes.
Day 1, day 2, day 3.
Yes.
Yeah, until, and I mean, Jill's skin totally looks better.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is hard to tell because you guys know I get pimples, I pick up my face, and then I ruin it. But one day we'll get there, folks.
Mm-hmm. So I have this calling of realistic wellness.
Massive calling.
I feel it in my bones. I know we talk about it a lot. Jenna says we talk about it too much. Jill says we don't talk about it enough. I feel the need to consistently talk about some of the craziness that we see in the wellness world, and I need to voice the fact that you don't have to do it all. And what I will say is this is very interesting. I was lifting and I started to bulk. And I started to freak out because my legs were getting noticeably thicker, my jeans were getting noticeably tighter, and I'm like, oh my God, the first thought I had, well, if it gets worse, I could just do a GLP-1. And then I like freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I don't need that. So we look at my macros with Zach. I'm consuming 30 grams more fat every day than I should be. Oh, there's my bulk. Okay, great. We adjust the macros, da-da-da-da-da. And it's just been interesting because I feel like you and I pay attention to the bare minimum basics to the point where we're boring, right? We're like, fiber is so important. Mm-hmm. And get your protein in and get your sunlight and regulate your immune system. And then you see all of the girls going viral and they're like eye patches on, what's the shake plate thing, the peptides, the this, the that. And it's like I just feel still like I can't keep up, if that makes sense. And what I will say is that I think the newest trend is the vibration plate. And I want you, Jenna, as an NTP, to give us your opinion on vibration plate. Does it work? What's the purpose? Is it a scam? Should we get it? What are your thoughts?
I think it's just another trend, 1. 2, it kind of pisses me off then when people come on who think that they then are like saying something where they're like, there is no scientific research on vibration plates. There actually is some research done on vibration plates, even in other countries too.
Really?
I think they did a study in Russia. I think they did something in Europe. I don't remember where.
It's for your lymph?
It's for your lymphatic system. It's actually really amazing for people who are less mobile. Mm. Because if you think about it, it kind of mimics the walking to like shake the body so that essentially it's like they're working their lymph without having to go anywhere. And it can be really amazing. I mean, we have one. I need to just tell everyone that I'm working at a functional health clinic, but you guys can hear it now. We have one. I mean, I think I've talked about it once on the podcast. I need to just share it. But at the functional health clinic that I've been working at, surprise, we have one there. It's really actually good for lymphatic health. What it's not good is muscle growth and all these things that people are claiming, losing weight. The problem is that people talk about these trends with the wrong claims. They don't know what they're talking about. So when people hear weight loss, muscle growth, and not having to do anything, they're like, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the problem to me. Is there a ton of research done on them? No. Is it something I'd run and sprint to and get? No. That's where you have to look at your life, yourself, critically think for yourself, is this product going to actually help me or not? Do I need it, or am I just falling for another gimmick? And I think partly it is a gimmick, but that's the problem we're seeing in social media. I don't agree where you said, I don't think we need to stop talking. I think we need to talk about this concept, absolutely, because it's a huge issue. Health and wellness on social media needs a rebrand. It absolutely needs a rebrand. And that's why we are these girls who practice realistic wellness, is because we're not spending thousands of dollars on our health every month. We're not doing the latest trends and fads. Sure, I'm trying them out. I'm paying attention to them, but we don't follow every single one that we see. Some of them are good, right? Like, some of them are helpful. But what we're also not doing is we're not all or nothing when it comes to our health. And God, I hope we don't make it seem like we are. Because I used to be like that, and I literally made myself sick. I was so in my head. I was so crazy. I was so obsessed with this version of this
perfect version.
Perfect, healthy version that quite literally could never exist because it was extremely hard to sustain. So much so that it actually made me go the other route, and that's where I got super inflamed after that. I hate the word balance. I really do. I just think it's kind of annoying because it's like, what does it even mean? But I think we can be realistic about our health and wellness and know that we can take the strides to take preventative measures to take care of our bodies, to feel good. And listen, if you feel like absolute shit right now, don't go drink 10 martinis on the weekend and expect a different result. But if you're like us who have gotten to this place where you can do both, it's a really amazing place to be in.
We've always said that healing and maintaining are very different paths.
Yes.
And if you are on a path of healing, you cannot practice the same things as those just trying to maintain a healthy, realistic lifestyle.
Yep.
They're very different.
They're very different. And in this health clinic that I work in, I'll tell you guys more about it in due time, but we see very sick people who are dealing with chronic issues, autoimmune issues, cancer, lots of different things. And they have to take their health more serious right now, because we were in that place. We did have to take our health very serious at a point. We still take it serious, but we understand that balance is really important. And whatever stage of life you're in with your health is kind of the effort you can put in or not. And I think you and I are both in this place where we feel good for the most part. We're still taking care. Guys, health is such a large part of our life. By God, it's our freaking platform. Like,
by God.
My God. I don't even know what I was saying there. It's our platform, and we built our platform on health and wellness. But I think there is so much more to it, and you have to live your life.
Yeah, I love all of that. I mean, I feel like it is our responsibility to continue to speak on the topic, because I find myself going down rabbit holes, getting distracted by certain influencers or whatever it may be.
I don't pay attention to them anymore.
Right. But I'm just saying that if it's easy for us to get off track or lose sight and focus, then I'm sure others feel that way. And who better to talk about it than us, who I feel like we've really done a good job of finding that realistic wellness lifestyle.
And mind you guys, this comes from being 5 years in this space now. And that, while that might not seem like a ton of time, I frankly have dedicated we're working on 6 years now, 6 years of my life to this industry, to helping people, to taking on clients, to looking at social media every single day, to building our platform, to talking to so many of you guys. So we've lived it. We've lived the hard part. We've lived the going crazy and going out all the time and wrecking our bodies. We've lived both. And what we're trying to say, which I think we're kind of like now just hammering the point, is what you see on social media does not depict a person 100%. They're showing things, they're showing the extremes because it gets themselves views. They're doing every trend because maybe they can afford it, or maybe all this stuff is sent to them, right? We get a lot of stuff sent to us that maybe I wouldn't use otherwise if it wasn't sent to me. And a lot of this is for the brands. And so we're hoping as we continue to move forward through our brand, Got Talk, that we show both sides, that we're really honest with you guys, that we're using certain supplements because we really do like them and not just because they were sent to us. And that we take our health seriously, because I do believe the body that you build now can also dictate the body that births your kids, that, you know, can be cancer preventative in the future. Like, there's a lot of things we can do to prevent certain diseases. And I want to make that known because I want people to know that you can be your own health advocate and you are empowered to take care of yourself, to prevent things.
Amen.
But you can also live your freaking life and have fun with it and not be so serious and not worry about every little thing. And yeah, I mean, I'm so passionate about it because it is so much of our lives. Yeah. But I just want you guys to know that.
That was incredible. Thank you.
Really?
Yes, I'm being so serious.
Okay, thank you. You can be a tough critic sometimes, so that's some good
I think
feedback.
It is such an important message. You thought that was funny? Okay. I think it's such an important message to share. I never want to stop talking about it. I just want there to be some realism in a world that is very easy to get caught up. And next thing you know, you're spending thousands of dollars for God knows what reason.
Or you're so defeated because you don't have the money to spend on these things. It's so effing cheesy. But how much of this stuff is the stuff that actually goes the longest, the furthest, is the basics.
The free stuff.
The free shit.
Maybe we should start romanticizing the free shit.
I think we should.
Yeah.
And it kind of sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. Like, it's kind of crazy, but the number one thing that gives us energy, that makes us feel alive, that gives us vitamin D is literally the freaking sun. Like, I know that sounds so stupid and like whatever, but it's literally there every day unless you're in the winter. Like, thank you, sun.
Jenna's such a big fan of sun.
That's like my 1 foot woo woo. Thank you, sun.
You're one?
I mean, like,
you call the universe uni. It's not your one thing.
I talk to it.
Yeah. Like, something random will happen and Jenna will be like, thank you, uni, thank you, uni. I'm like, oh my God.
I am. Oh my God. You got to update them on your manifestation.
Which one?
What came true for you? So I keep saying that it's the last podcast that we did, New Year, New You. This 2 weeks ago was manifestation, whatever. Remember how you're going to start manifesting and you're like saying, okay, I'll tell the story. So Jill was saying how she's going to start manifesting. We got really into it. Jill's really going to start this practice, right? I kid you not. Jill is sifting through our Tupperware, like our glass storage containers. And she's like, we really need more storage containers, you guys. I swear to you, not even 48 hours later, we get a DM from Caraway saying, hi, we'd love to send you our storage container. And Jenna's like, you did it! You manifested! And I'm like, thank you, Uni. And she did it.
I'm crying.
I mean, like, seriously, though, you did it.
No, because if you're watching this, I hope we can clip this. Like, Jenna literally was like dancing and she's like, you did it, Jill.
Because I was like, that is freaking energy in motion,
I felt
baby.
like I was at like Hogwarts and just completing my like level 1 wand training.
I was so proud of her. We literally looked at each other and were like, oh, you did it.
And that, folks, is how you do it.
Exactly. Anyway, that was a good win for us.
I do think, though, like, there are some really fun things. We're such a, what's the word? We contradict ourselves. We are a walking contradiction because we're like, listen, the sun, greatest
right.
force. But also, we're consumers at heart.
We really are. I mean, we're not saying we're not. We just want to empower you guys with this.
I feel like you have
perspective.
Control.
Exactly.
Right. So I feel like in a really long time, we haven't shared like our faves right now, like things we're absolutely loving in the space. And so I wanted to share them. So we could just like maybe bounce back and forth.
You can start.
My first, I've like tied for first, but I'm going to say Supergut.
Wow.
fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I am so fiber obsessed. I was literally ranting to my date last night about it. Here's why. I guess we haven't talked like this in such a long time, but I've never had more consistent good poops since taking Supergut every morning.
Same.
It makes you so regular. And as an IBS girl, that's a scary thing. I'm telling you, Supergut is worth it. Like I'm so on the fiber train right now because nobody's talking about it. And it is so important to get 25 to 30 grams of fiber every single day. And I will say this too. One thing I've noticed since taking Supergut is I don't crave dessert as much because it balances your blood sugar. You don't get those crashes. You don't get those cravings. I am a huge cravings girl. I feel like I've had less cravings for sweet things than I have since I don't even know when.
I love that. I mean, I love it too. We've been having it for a while now. I love that you can just like put it in your coffee.
Right.
We sound like a walking ad, but we just genuinely like it.
We genuinely like it. And also, too, I think that it's not some crazy product. It's literally something you absolutely need.
Yep.
Like, you have to get your fiber in, and we just don't.
Yeah, we don't as a society. I remember
I
when...
do, not to brag.
Yeah, I mean, we do. I'm saying we don't as a society, but when we had Dr. Tim Spector on the podcast, I remember him being like... And he's a very well-known, like accredited, well-published doctor, and he's like, we are overdoing the protein. He said if the recent research and studies is showing you have to get enough fiber in. And I already knew that, to be honest. I've been making fiber series for years now, not to toot my own horn, but like I have. And toot toot. And
you're an owl that's making fiber series.
Toot. Hoot. Anyway, I literally still have tears down my eyes. Anyway, it's so freaking important. Like, if you guys don't want to listen to us, listen to Dr. Tim Spector, who's like, no, that's where the research is going.
And you know why fiber's not popular? It's because it doesn't aesthetically like shift anything majorly.
Well, that's why my whole prediction is that people are going to start to make fiber cute, trendy. And maybe we should get on that. Should we come out with a fiber company?
Yeah. Trendy fiber?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
All right. No one take our idea. Someone with like all the resources is going to already have made it.
They're like, sorry.
Anyway, I mean, Supergut is kind of already doing that, obviously. Okay, what's next?
My robe.
I got Jill this robe for Christmas.
And I love it. I've never loved a robe the way that I love this robe. Homey, is that how you say it?
I think so.
It's the perfect weight. It's the perfect texture. It's so cute. I own 4 or 5 robes. I literally don't touch any of them anymore. I am obsessed with the Homey robe. Like, I really can't scream it enough from the rooftops. My robe I'm really obsessed with. And then I just purchased my first Set Active. Wearing one of the sports bras right now.
So cute.
I'm not obsessed with Set Active, maybe yet. I'm obsessed with wearing matching clothing.
Yeah.
That's not a new take.
You're in one right now.
Skims.
Skims?
The Skims
I was going to say,
sweat
I feel like you have a lot of things you love lately. We could talk about mine on the next episode.
I will own every color of a Skims sweat set eventually.
I think I need to get
life.
one.
It is life-changing.
My birthday's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Moving on.
That's a messenger.
Oh, you're messaging to
Yeah.
me? Yeah, no, I got that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. I didn't need that little message.
Yeah, I have some faves. My biggest, like, it's not a product fave right now, which is going to sound annoying, but slowly but surely I'm going to be redoing my room, and we're going to make a little series. We're going to do our living room too. And so I just bought a dresser from Wayfair.
Did you put it together last time?
No. What? Did I put it together? Those things take like 10 hours.
Oh.
I need to get it. No, I haven't even got it from our mailroom.
Oh.
But I'm really excited to kind of put it
those?
all together. You know I'm one of those. I could leave mail for 10 days and not care in the mailroom.
You have on our list Primally Pure hand cream.
Oh, yeah. I really like the Primally Pure hand cream too. It's very like nourishing and glowy. It's non-toxic without being so thick and gross and you feel like you're, like, I don't know, whatever. So if you want a non-toxic hand cream, I'm really loving Primally Pure. Honestly, I could have put more on today because, I'm a little cracky. But anyway, those are our faves right now.
Yeah, and then lastly, you see me drinking one every podcast episode. Whey. It's 12 grams of protein. Morgan Zanotti created it. 10.
You said 12.
Did I?
I don't know. I actually think did I just hear 10 or 12?
I meant to say 10 if I didn't. It's sparkling clear protein, great ingredients. Morgan Zanotti started Primally Pure.
Primal Kitchen.
So why do I always do that? Primal's really confused me. Primal Kitchen. I'm obsessed with Primal Kitchen as well. I just think Morgan Zanotti's a genius. I'm obsessed with her. Like, how cute is this packaging?
It's so cute.
They have the best flavors. They have grapefruit, they have orange, and they have strawberry lemonade.
Something like that.
And I can't get enough of them.
Yeah.
Like, I want to work for Whey.
Well, manifest.
You did it!
You did it! That was so insane of me.
My therapist yesterday asked me, it's so funny, classic me. I run my therapy sessions. We get on, I start yapping away. I'll pause and be like, can you provide insight on this? Then I keep going. Sometimes she doesn't.
Princess for a loop.
Sometimes Princess doesn't get a word in. And I'm like, I just paid, actually my insurance covers it, but I'm like, I just paid for an hour for her to really give me no insight. I'll be like, and I realized by doing that I'm actually blah, blah, blah. I'm like solving my own problems. I'm really just paying for a safe space sometimes, but she's great.
Good.
At the end, she took over it. I'm like, whoa, Princess, what's going on? And she said it. She's like, I want you to pick a word for the year, like what you want this year to be, right? And she gave me some examples of like what she's doing herself. And I was like, oh, Princess, don't you worry. I'm on my shit. She's like, okay, so what is it? I was like, oh, no.
Aww.
My word for this year is on my shit. It's 3 words. On my shit. And
on.
What?
On could be your one.
My word is on. Hers was like intentionality or something like that.
Oh, love that.
Not to air out Princess's word of the year.
She'd like that.
But I just wanted to end with us being on our shit because we have not missed a week of our podcast in a very long time. We did skip the Christmas week, but like that's because
did we?
We reposted one.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't missed one. This is our longest standing.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Tenure.
No, that's not the right word. I've been a little spacey recently with my words.
Okay.
Thanks. But we are on our shit. And I want to look back on the year and be like, I was
Agreed.
moving and grooving.
Agreed.
So here's to us being on our shit. Here is to my supercharged mornings, to our manifestation, to realistic wellness, to still being consumers, to finger clapped. I'm so sick of you. To just continuing to crush it.
Amen. I love that.
And that's all I have for you today.
Mic drop. All right. Well, we hope you love this episode.
Yep.
If you guys love it, please rate and review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It helps us out so much. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're growing on YouTube. And
also, we need the girlies on YouTube because right now our
the men are rude. The men are rude. I'm so over men. Anyway, we love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. And ta-ta for now.
See ya.
Bye.